Yo, 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 yo. Yo, what it do? What it be, y'all? It's your boy ANT coming to y'all with a little Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 commentary. And let's get it, y'all. From as far back as I can remember till I turned about 15 or 16, my mom raised me as a Jehovah's Witness. Now, keep in mind, like, these are all my experiences, my opinions. You may have heard or experienced different. You may even have a different opinion, which is cool. If you do have any experiences in any religion, drop a comment on your beliefs and let's get a healthy discussion or something in the comments going. So basically, if you don't know, J-dubs believe that Jesus died on a torture stake and not a cross, which makes them like a Christian religion because they still believe like God or Jesus gave his life for our sins and that he's God's son and all that. They're two separate entities and all that. They don't really believe in like the Holy Trinity, like the Holy Spirit is a part of God, but like, and Jesus, it's just, it's like a natural force kind of, but God and Jesus are like two separate entities. Jesus is not the Lord or anything like that. He's our Savior, but he's not like God or the Lord. I don't know. Something different. So other Christians kind of, like I said, hate on the J-dubs because they also reject the cross doctrine. They believe Jesus died on a torture stake. They give like references to how like he wasn't put on a cross because he was put to death with two other like beggars or like lepers or some other shit like that. One was like a thief or something like that, and they all died on like a torture stake. Jesus didn't die, alone on a cross or something like that. So, I don't think there's any like 100% proof on how Jesus' death went down. Some say he was crucified. Some say it was a torture stake. There's a crown of thorns in there. There's supposedly someone pierced his rib with a spear, and now the tip of the spear is like magic or something like that. It got the blood of Jesus on it. That still hasn't been found. So yeah, I don't know. There's differences in how they believe Jesus' death happened, of course. So, and of course, you'll never see a Jehovah's Witness rock a cross. It's just like, it's a pagan symbol to them. It doesn't really have any meaning because they don't believe that Jesus died on a cross. So it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't mean anything. They also don't celebrate any holidays they believe are pagan either. Like, which, hint, that's all of them. And like Christmas, they think like that's not really Jesus' birthday or whatever. So which is kind of true. No one really knows when Jesus was born. It was like the winter solstice or whatever, which could have been like sometime supposedly in like what is it, April or some shit like that. It's when they do. No, not April. He was born sometime in like closer to February or January or some shit like that. But we don't really know for sure. We don't even know like exactly when he died either. So we don't even know a lot about his teenage years. We don't know a lot about Jesus. So that's where a lot of these differences in Christianity religions come from, supposedly. I guess, apparently. But so yeah, no Halloween. I mean, Halloween literally has nothing to do with Christianity, so I could kind of see that. St. Patrick's Day too. I mean, none of that. It just kind of makes sense with how they view holidays, but at the same time, they don't really celebrate anything because they feel like it takes away from like celebrating God or whatever. So I'm just like, y'all, like, we just can't party. Like, they have get-togethers and stuff. Don't get me wrong, for sure. Like when people get married, or like we'll get together sometimes and have like a barbecue, or just have a good time, like as a congregation sometimes, or as a church, like any other religion. But like as far as like celebrating holidays, like doing Christmas Day, sermon or whatever. They do have the memorial, which is like when they believe Jesus died or whatever, sometime in April, spring, March, some shit like that. So they do that around Easter time. But Easter, again, literally has almost nothing to do with Christianity or anything. I mean, it's a rabbit and some eggs. So it kind of makes sense to me, but at the same time, like, y'all just want to chill in church for another hour for Jesus. I mean, that's cool. That's not my cup of tea. But they also don't even celebrate birthdays because some bitch named Diana or something like that, King Herod's daughter, way back in the day, asked for John the Baptist's head on a plate for her birthday. So they don't celebrate birthdays either. That one, they really wanted us to hate women because that one bitch, they kind of made it seem like fucked it up for everybody. Like, I can't get cake because of this motherfucker. Like, oh, fuck that bitch. But same thing with Samson. Same thing with pretty much everybody. Any woman mentioned in the Bible. Like 7 out of 10. Them bitches was probably gonna do a motherfucker dirty. But I probably said this in another video, but the growing up like in the church and like around other people from different societal backgrounds helped me deal with stuff like that. People who came from different cultures as me, different backgrounds. We had Spanish speakers who were trying to learn English. I knew people there since I was a kid, so it was kind of like its own little family there. Like my mom still updates me with like people who I know that are still going on. Like a lot of the older people that I grew up with, like, because I didn't have a father figure, so they would try and teach me as much as possible. She still keeps me updated. This so and so just passed away, this and that. I'll go to a funeral here and there, for one of my OGs, but. As far as being active like that, like, nah, never. Not really into that sort of thing anymore. But yeah, growing up in there, it also gave me my first experience with speaking in crowds. I read the Bible. They had to put me on a little stool. I read, a little chapter or two out the Bible in front of everybody. It was cool. Gave me a little first taste of stage presence and whatever, but that was years ago. I haven't actually performed on a stage in decades, but yeah, it wasn't all bad. It taught me some valuable lessons. It taught me like morals and like treat people how you want to be treated, shit like that. Taught me there's people are imperfect. You just gotta be patient and empathetic. If nothing else, it taught me how to be empathetic towards, people different than I am, different, who are in different situations than me. You got to take into account other people have lives too, but, some people are just weird. I kicked it with there were some weird kids that went to, the same church as me. I never really kicked it with anybody my age. All the people my age were, like I said, kind of weird. There was only like a few people that I really hung out with, like from the congregation or whatever. One of them was like my mom's best friend, whose son was like 6 years older than me. He was like 16. I was like 10 or 11 or some shit like that. But he was cool. Let me play the Xbox for the first time. Let me play Halo and shit. That shit was dope. Shit was cool. Shout out my dude Brandon. Hope you cool, my guy. The Robinson family. My dudes Levon, Ivan, Darius. They was cool as hell. Always cool as hell. I just talked to my dude Levon the other day. Haven't talked to him in years, but accidentally, well, not even accidentally, I low-key flaked on bro, but I'm gonna hit him up. Gotta kick it with bro. He cool as hell, but bro just got married too, so gotta try and kick it with my dogs when they free, when they out the kennel, So yeah, I met some cool people there. Some people was weirdos. This dude and his son studied with me, so that was cool. I couldn't celebrate holidays or birthdays in school, so I think I said this in another video, but I usually read like books in the library and played the school computer games. I don't know if any of y'all remember them elementary school computer games on them old ass like Macs, but oh man, I was killing them back in the day. But like I said, even during middle school, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, I had like a weekly Bible study. This dude and his son would come, study this book. This book called like Lessons from the Great Teacher, whatever. Teach a lesson. We study from the Bible to, you know, kind of cross-reference. It's kind of where I learned how to cross-reference information too. Like, oh, this book says this. Let's look at what it says in another book to kind of see if it says the same thing, or, you know, how different each is. Because usually they say the same thing, of course, but, you know, that's not how the internet works. Motherfuckers be lying. But so that's kind of where I learned how to cross-reference and kind of weed out facts from fiction. Even during all this, though, my mom was never like, she was never the most religious person. I feel like she wanted me to be in it, could kind of push her to be more in it. You know, like if I was like, hey, let's go, she'd be like, oh, you know, my kids want to go, I gotta go. But I was never like, man, fuck that. I'm not trying to go from like 7 to 9 on like a school night, you know, go to church and shit. 2 hours just reading, singing, sleeping, fuck all that. But it's cool. Me and her be having deep, you know, discussions on, you know, our beliefs on religion, how the world works, you know. She for real believes in her heart that, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses are like the truth. You know, she's been believing in the religion pretty much her whole life. She left and came back, you know, that she believes that, you know, what she believes in leads her to salvation, you know, afterlife, or, you know, Jesus gonna come down with 144,000 angels to destroy the earth and then make way for a paradise on earth. That's for real what Jehovah's Witnesses believe. Really specific number with the 144,000, but I mean, what can you do? That's what they believe. So yeah, they think that after a certain point, you know, Jesus is gonna come down with that, you know, 144,000, kill all, like, you know, the sinners or whatever, and then make way for a paradise on earth. People who are in God's favor are gonna be resurrected and stuff like that. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I believe in all that. She does. I mean, that's cool for her. Me and my mom, like I said, have a great relationship. You know, we have healthy discussions on religion all the time, you know. So it's kind of cool. I still remember a lot of, you know, what I was taught. So we kind of go back and forth on, you know, why some of the questions I have, and, you know, it all comes down to faith at the end of the day, which I'll get into in a minute. But, you know, one thing I do worry about, though, is like Jehovah's Witnesses have this thing called like disfellowship or whatever, and it's kind of like they shun people. Like, baptism is like a huge thing. So like, it's not like Catholicism where like they baptize you as a youngin and then you just like, yep, you Catholic now. Nah, like baptism in Jehovah's Witnesses is like you giving your life up to Jehovah, you dedicating your life to serving, bro. So, you know, going, you know, door to door, doing that whole little, you know, preaching door to door activities they be doing, and then you know, you have to put in like a certain amount of hours for that, and then you finally get baptized or whatever. So yeah, kind of like a process. They have like a whole process you got to go through and all that before you can actually say like you're ready, or they think you're ready, or some shit like that. So my mom got baptized, but, you know, sometimes I'll be scared that, you know, they gonna look at it, because me and like none of my siblings followed suit. So we just some heathens. So when I feel like one of these days they just gonna be like, hey, you either gotta choose between them or us, G. Like, you want to be saved or you want to help out your heathen family, you know? So I don't know. I know that's kind of far-fetched, but you never know, you know, crazy times we living in. They think the world is in its last days. I'm sure if any of y'all have ever had a Jehovah's Witness knock on your door, they've probably told you some shit like we live in the end times and this and that. So, you know, that's kind of, they've been preaching that forever, last 200-300 years, but it was actually discovered in like 1800, but for like the last 100 years, you know, they've been saying it's the end of time. So, you know, any day now they could be right. So, no one really knows the time or day except God. That's what they believe. Well, that's what pretty much all religions teach it. No one really knows when the world is going to come to an end except an almighty deity that, you know, we don't know about. We haven't talked to that guy in ages, so. You know, I'm kind of worried one day though that'll happen, but it's cool. I feel like she loves her family enough, kind of, find a way around it. She's one of those people that would serve and then still come back here and cook dinner for her fam. you know. And besides, the whole shunning part, that whole aspect of it, it's cool. It's just like really any religion. It has center. I knew some people that listened to Paul Wall. I knew some people that listen to heavy metal. Just it's people, man. Not everybody's perfect. People are gonna gossip. People are gonna spread rumors in the church. There's those old heads that gossip. It's just like any other church. From my experience with Jehovah's Witnesses and with all other religions, it's faith based. It boils down to how much faith do you have that what you believe in is real, which is cool. Like, believe in what you believe in as long as it don't hurt nobody. I'll say that once, I'll say it again. Like, I personally believe there's something out there bigger than us that there's always an explanation for the unexplainable. What's supernatural to us gotta be natural, somewhere, right? So I don't even think we as humans have unlocked our full capabilities, because a lot of our history has been forgotten, destroyed, changed, and then propagated. Is that a word? Propagated? Turned into propaganda? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. But I say this all the time though. There's things in this lifetime I'll never get the answer to. Some of these history mystery videos, history conspiracy, we'll never know. But Stephen Hawking said there's no life after death. Reincarnation is for people like scared of the dark. I think that's a quote from him, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, there is no life after death. Reincarnation is for people just scared of the dark, but it's crazy because most religions have gone back thousands of years, and all of them have some sort of teaching that there is life after death. There's some sort of it, there's, energy, there's a soul. Like, even like I just said, Jehovah's Witnesses believe when you die, it's just black nothingness. But they also believe that sometime in the future that people will be resurrected on this for the paradise that's coming on earth. But I damn sure wasn't around for when the earth was created, or for when man evolved, or for when Adam and Eve started naming all the animals and shit, and there's hella theories, both religious and scientific, on humanity's origin, and we as humans will probably never understand how and why we're the only species that we know of that has evolved like us, with consciousness, a self-awareness. We're on top of the food chain, but a part of me wishes, if I'm here to see how it ends, or how this world ends, because usually the conclusion of something refers back to the beginning. Like, the end of every book or TV show refers back to the beginning. The final chapter or season usually always calls back to season 1 or chapter 1. So if I could see the end of the world, which I see it playing out one of 3 ways. Now bear with me, because this is just my personal opinion. So this is gonna be crazy. So I could see one of these gods that people worship, maybe in the Norse mythology, Anubis, Allah, Jehovah, maybe all of them all coming down here, proving to us which one is like the real religion. Okay, y'all been on the right path this whole time type shit. So who, maybe that'll happen. These gods gonna finally stop fucking around with us. One of them actually gonna come down and make his presence felt. But either that'd be crazy. Either that, or the aliens gonna come down and show us that if aliens actually came down, that raises way more questions and variables than answers and endings. I know, like, if they're friendly, what if they enslave us? What if they just kill us all with one big ass, boom, kind of like they did the dinosaurs maybe, or something, or maybe like the gods did the dinosaurs. Maybe the aliens are gods. That's the one belief. That's kind of what I kind of think. That's just my personal belief. But what if they're two different things? What if Jesus does come down, or what if Allah does do what he does? I never read the Quran, or whatever. What if the Egyptian gods were real, or what if Odin and the Norse mythologies are real? What if they finally come back? after all these years from wherever they was at. And so, you know, that's two possibilities. And, you know, lastly, it's just really the most boring one. Like, what if the bunker builders and the doomsday preppers were right? And humans are just trash. We're going to destroy ourselves. And only those smart and rich enough to have enough resources to hide and live through World War III will see what the New World Order is like. So that's kind of how I see the world ending. One of those three ways. I'm sorry for the spoilers, y'all, but that's just my opinion on how shit's gonna play out, especially with how shit's going now. Either that or we're all just gonna starve and, you know, dehydrate to death because all the rivers are polluted and we done killed all the animals and shit like that. But that's not for another 100 years. And then, you know, maybe we'll live long enough to see the sun actually burn up the planet, or maybe we'll take over another planet, you know, start colonizing another one. But definitely not rich enough to be on that spaceship yet. So if that's just pretty much how my experiences with, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses and my kind of take on religion, kind of sort of what I believe on how the world is going to end. A lot of substance in this video. So go ahead and leave a like, you know, or even leave a dislike. You know, I'll take any kind of reaction at this point. But go ahead and comment, like I said, if you know, have any experiences with religion. I'm not trying to bash nobody. Like I said, as long as you don't hurt nobody, what you believe in is cool, bro. You a Satanist? Cool, my guy. You know, all hail the light bringer. You know. But this has been your boy ANT, the Elevated Gamer, aka the Above Average Gamer. I got more hot content dropping, little things stopping, so go ahead and subscribe and ring the damn bell. Be safe out there, y'all. Don't get smoked. I'm out. Peace.
Capture Charlie. Enemy personal radar in the air. Reloading.